Hi everyone, welcome to another Tarot Pick a Card reading. Thank you so much for being here. Today's reading is about intentions and actions. So what are their real intentions? What actions will they take? And of course, how should you handle this? We have three options: potions and spells, a pinch of this, a dash of that, be sure you're sure before you call, and moonstone. This is pile 1. Cauldron. Bewitching, yes it be. Blink and you shall see. A bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. Clear quartz. Pile 2. Crystals and herbs. Oh, what medicine, what sacredness to behold. A dash of healing straight from mother's home. Green aventurine. Pile 3. Pause the video if you need more time, and I will continue with our readings. Thank you. If you have chosen the potions and spells card, a pinch of this, a dash of that, be sure you're sure before you call, and the moonstone, this will be your reading. So question number 1. What are their real intentions? What do they want from you, from the connection? What are their expectations? So let's see what the cards are going to show. 4 of coins. King of coins reversed. Ace of wands reversed. 9 of wands. 6 of wands. These are the expectations, okay? Now, before we pull, clarifiers, Lenormand, anything, let's pull some cards for their actions. So this is why what they are expecting, what they want, what they are projecting onto this connection. So what are they going to do about this? 5 of swords. The Fool. 8 of cups. 4 of swords reversed. And sorry, one more. 4 of wands. Okay. Now, let's start clarifying a bit the situation. Self-love, I am still trying to heal. Why? Because I felt like you didn't care. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Absence. Unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. Okay, we get the point. Now, some of these. Yes, it's a good investment, getting paid, saving up. No, shady deals, dark road, moonlighting to get by. Okay. Yes, true north found, follow this direction. Okay, so apparently somebody is on a good path at the moment. Man, house, storks, crossroads. So I think this is practically one sentence, like, an expression. It's very clear. Should I stay? Should I go? Do you want me to sing too? Now let's get here to some of these. Camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from past perception. The snake, competition, enemy, other woman, look over your shoulder. Blowing kiss, unconditional love, giving, receiving, fairness, affection, affection returned. A couple of messages. I love you so much. I wish you would open up more to me. It's safe, trust me. I feel like I've lost you. I would like to take our relationship to the next level. Are you down? Because I am. Do you love me? Okay, nice. Now let's see some advice in all of this for you. What are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to approach this? Forager, self-reliance. Yeah, it's all messages. Let's put it over here. Magical clothing, empowerment. Familiar spirit, assistance. So it's like everything is asking for help. Ask for help, support yourself, take care of yourself. Let's pull a few more because I would like to be a bit more specific than that when it comes to the advice. Mindfulness, stay present and aware in the moment. Love yourself. Self-love is the foundation of attracting love from others. Abundance flows to those who believe in presence. Your card of choice, potions and spells, is actually a very powerful message. It's a message about attraction, manifestation, emotional intention. Somebody's energy is reaching towards you. But, so is your power of choice. You're not just responding, you're co-creating here. This is what this card is all about. So what are their real intentions? Let's pull away these for a moment and we will put them back when the time is right. Now, over here, we have this Four of Coins. So it's obvious that this person feels stuck in a cycle of what they have chosen to create. They are emotionally guarded and they are struggling to act with grounded integrity here. We have the King of Coins reversed. But this is a king who is very, not controlling necessarily, but this is a king who manifests, let's say, his own reality. So this is your person's doing, this Four of Coins, this emotional difficulty. It's obvious that they have lost here some enthusiasm, some spark or momentum with all of this attitude in their attempt to protect themselves. So for sure, we see somebody who is emotionally tired, even physically for some of you, but is not uninterested. This person is tired. They haven't checked out from this connection and from its own potential. But here is the key. The Six of Wands shows that they want something to succeed. Deep down, they still want your attention. And I think a chance to get it right. We have clarifiers that are confirming the light aspect of the Six of Wands. We have the unfinished business card, and I feel like I've lost you. These cards are pointing to regret and lingering attachment. I would like to take our relationship to the next level. Are you down? Because I am. Here again, you see clear intentions. You can see what this Six of Wands is all about. But then we have some more difficult cards, like for example, here, this shady deals, okay, dark road, and also unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. Here we see that somehow they know that they haven't handled things the right way, and somehow there were some consequences over this. So their main intentions are, I think, very clear. They want to kind of win your heart again, but without having really faced their blocks, their confusion. They want connection, but I think they are not ready to build, let's say, a stable, safe home yet. What they want to gain reassurance, see if the path is open. These are the things that they are focusing mostly on. But they are doing that with an honest energy. It's not that they are trying to be deceiving. It's just that they are still wondering, how is this thing going to go? They're not 100% sure that is going to work. So what actions will they take? We have some heavy cards here, okay? We got this Five of Swords, the Fool, the Eight of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Especially the Eight of Cups with the Four of Swords reversed shows something very clear. That yes, if this person has behaved in a defensive way, in a distant way, was it by mistake? No, it was intentional. This person has tried clearly, specifically, with intention to walk away. Did it work? No. Four of Swords reversed. It was difficult and it was stressful. So, actions. The Fool. They want a new beginning. So, what do we see? Somebody who is reaching out. This is both good and not so good. Good because they are reaching out. Good because they want a new beginning. Not so good because, as we have already seen, it all comes down without a real clarity of what they really want here. The Four of Swords reversed shows very clearly that the silence or the difficulty or the miscommunication is coming to an end. And the Four of Wands shows that they hope that after all this, since I cannot walk away, potentially we can work things out and build something. So the Four of Wands in terms of action is also that moment of celebration where you guys are experiencing the reunion again. This is a very pleasant type of communication. Light, pleasant, positive, but at the same time with a certain level of intention. This situation is not like they have zero intentions or they have 100% intentions of building something with you. They want something to be built. They want a relationship. They want a development. But they do not have a very clear plan at the moment. And they are not 100% sure that if they invest time, we're really there. The Five of Swords, I think, is the key here, because it shows how afraid, first of all, how aware they are of their mishandling, how afraid they are of the rejection, and how regretful they are of the mistakes they have done. What if I repeat these mistakes? What if I do more mistakes? So I love you so much, but what about you? How do you feel about me? Do you love me? And then it's like, yeah, it's safe, trust me. I wish you would open up more to me. So this is where you got your Five of Swords, the confusion, okay? The fear that I have messed up so much and oh my God. And then you have, for example, cards like a camera, and there is vulnerable energy here and emotional mess. We have somebody who is afraid of rejection, but at the same time they are projecting their ego. It's very, very clear. Okay. So when it comes to timing, I think you should expect contact or movement within the next 2 to 3 weeks, especially a point of choice over here or a decision that maybe they have been avoiding. But their energy, as I've told you while we were pulling cards, is not steady yet. It's not clear yet. This is like, can we still talk? Can I come closer again, or should I be walking away? What should I do? So, as you can see, we will have action. There are intentions, but again, they are not very sure because the ego is still active and it's confusing everything, and it's creating a lot of tension around this dynamic. But for sure, this is something that these are not bad circumstances for somebody who has been very, very confused in the past. Now, let's get to our cards for a moment over here. To our advice, we have magical clothing, okay, and mindfulness. So at this point, I think you should take care of how you show up. This is not, of course, just about clothing. Of course, it can be about physical presence, but it's also mostly on an emotional level and on an energetic level. You are absolutely allowed to feel magnetic, beautiful. Step into your power now. Don't act like when this person will come back, I will feel better. If this person comes back, or if this person takes further our relationship, I will feel better. Dress, act, walk like you own your power, because you're owning your power. Okay, now forager. We have our forager here, and believe in abundance, I think. Self-reliance. Here, it's about being self-reliant, being independent, not isolating yourself, walking, and looking for options with a very aligned energy on an energetic level. So what are you supposed to do here? If this person doesn't meet you with clarity and respect, the universe will absolutely send someone else who will. But you must open your energetic space. So you see how we see a certain way of approaching things here. So keep your standards. Don't get stuck in waiting loops. Trust that real connection is coming. And then we have our love yourself. Self-love is the foundation of attracting love from others and familiar spirit assistance. So here it looks like you need to become your own anchor. You don't need their actions to validate your path. Basically, you don't need anybody's actions. into your inner knowing, but also accept emotional support where it is offered. Friends, your spirit guides, your spirit team, even journaling or therapy. So the cards are encouraging you very clearly to focus on you in very specific ways. Focus on the present. Uh, Choose clothes that are expressing a more positive side of you. Uh, You define what positive is, okay? It doesn't mean it has to be pink or whatever. You define what is your own personal expression, but the cards are telling you define it now, be present. And once you choose something very simple like clothing, okay, the clothing that you prefer or something, then you will see that this will change your mindset, that this will change your energy, that this will make you feel better. And this thing, you start something from that minor and you start presenting energy around you. And then, of course, be open to the abundance of universe. You don't have to isolate yourself to that one person. And why the Six of Wands and not the Ten of Cups? And why? Okay, they are coming forward. They need time. They need to talk to see what's going on, to see if you still care. But don't be so available to them when they're not offering that much. And you don't need permission, their permission, to feel good about yourself and to have options. So, yes, of course, this connection isn't over. It can also have a beautiful potential if handled properly. But for the time being, it's not something that we can say, oh my God, this is secure, you're safe, it's good. No, you need to be very cautious and you need to be also to prioritize your independence here. There is still a lot of emotional maturity, hesitation. There is this idea of, like we have said, what should I do? Should I stay? Should I go? What if I get rejected? I don't want to get rejected. So let yourself shine. And the right person and the right energy will meet you exactly where you are. This is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye. If you have chosen the clear quartz and cauldron card, this will be your reading. So let's see, what are their real intentions? Eight of Swords. The High Priestess. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Two of Cups reversed. And Queen of Swords. Okay, now let's pull the tarot cards for what actions are they going to take. Ten of Cups, the Hermit, Page of Swords, Three of Cups, Two of Coins reversed. Now, let's see our clarifiers. Chaser. I don't want to chase anymore. Irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. Unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. Poker face. taking a chance, risks and options. Not showing hand, gambling. Girl with a snake. Not today. Boundaries, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. Snake. House. Dog. Lilies. Three of these. Yes, clearing the air, refreshing, change. No, shady deals, dark road. No, spotted reputation, going bad, rotten ideas. Okay. And a couple of messages. I don't want to lose you. You have no idea how much you really mean to me. I feel like I've lost you. I wish you would open up more to me. It's safe, trust me. The love we share is so intense, it makes me withdraw sometimes. Okay. And then let's see some advice on how you can navigate all this, which is apparently kind of difficult. Crystals, amplification, but generally I'm also noticing boundaries, which is something that's coming forward again and again as a solution against that snake energy. Maiden, innocence, very good. Okay, one more. Ritual magic, initiation. Yes. Let's put it right here. And three of these to accompany. Nature, connect with nature to ground and inspire yourself. I'm going to keep these things outside for a moment so I don't cover the cards. Trust the process and your journey. Forgiveness, forgive yourself and others to free your heart. Very good. Especially with the trust and the forgiveness, we will talk about this. You have chosen cauldron. The card says, bewitching, yes it be. Blink and you shall see a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. This is pure emotional alchemy. There's a hidden intensity here. Something that has been, let's say, underground. The feelings are real, but blocked. The pile is probably speaking about emotional distance that comes from too much feeling, not too little. So, what are their real intentions here? Now, you can see that this is somebody who is deeply tied up in their own fears. They feel the connection. We do have the Two of Cups, but this Two of Cups is reversed, and it's about their own anxiety, their own hesitation with the Eight of Swords. And this is keeping them quiet. They're not trying to manipulate you. They're trying to manage their feelings and themselves. The High Priestess shows that they are feeling more than what they are actually saying. And the Wheel reversed is showing that they believe the timing has been off. or there are external circumstances that are actually blocking the situation, practical circumstances. Or, as we can see a bit later, snake, it can be another person, other people from the family environment appearing as friends. Anyway, for sure we have some elements that are kind of blocking the whole narrative according to your person. The Queen of Swords shows that they think you have become emotionally unavailable or maybe guarded towards them. There is a fear that you have detached. The message card here says, I feel like I've lost you. Another card, for example, we see this, that you don't really know how much you mean to me. You have no idea how much you really mean. I don't want to lose you. And then again, it's safe. Trust me. I wish you would open up more to me. It's safe. But then you have some difficult cards, like poker face, risks, options, not today. So I'm setting boundaries to keep a difficult energy out. And I don't want to chase anymore. Very important. So their true intention, even though there is this inner conflict, is to reconnect. But initially, they want this to happen from a distance. They are hoping, actually, that the door isn't completely closed, shut. They don't want to chase, but they don't want to lose you. I think this is describing exactly their mindset. Emotionally, they are testing the whole situation to see if they can get back into your life or if they can again be considered relevant, in your reality. Now, what about their actions? What actions are they going to take and when? We have beautiful cards over here. Let me show you. We got a very nice 10 of Cups to start with, and a beautiful, promising 3 of Cups with a 2 of Coins, a bit reversed, but it's fine. So for sure this person, especially if the Hermit resonates with you, so if right now we don't have communication, there are misunderstandings, we can see very clearly that this person is watching you. Your social media, mutual friends, whatever they can. They are trying to understand what is your mindset, what is your mood. The Hermit says that they are still keeping distance for now. But it's not a passive, it's not a 4 of Cups, it's reflective. The 10 of Cups shows the emotional image, what they have in their mind. And what they have in their mind as the ideal for their future is you. There is something about this bond that is very important to them and they don't want to let go. And we get, of course, to the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Coins reversed. And here we see somebody who is about to stop juggling, stop hesitating, and reach out. The timing, for me, if we didn't have this Hermit over there and the Page that they have the tendency to overthink, I would tell you, within a week. Now, the timing might extend a bit, 3-4 weeks max, especially after they reach a moment, because they are close to reaching a moment of emotional clarity. The 3 of Cups is setting also the vibe of this communication. Maybe they will act light-hearted at first, but the intention behind all this is a bit heavy with feelings, okay? Because it's like in the beginning we had too many issues because I'm stuck, because there are practical things blocking our connection. But this bond, even though it's not balanced and probably you are leaving all of this behind, is still very important to me. And I want to pursue this because it has something important. Okay, yeah, probably they have feelings for you, they like your energy, they feel that this thing has something more in all of this, so they want to pursue it. Now, we do have also these cards that are showing, again, as I've told you, that probably we have some situation going on, a person or a difficult situation, a shady situation going on that appears to be friendly and supportive, but it's not actually. This can be a parent, an older friend, or potentially an ex if this person has, they have been, I don't know, married in long-term relationships and so on. We might have an ex, we might have a child right there interfering in the whole narrative in a very active way. So it all becomes kind of difficult and complicated to handle. You can see very clearly that we have, for example, irreplaceable. So again, we go back to the Ten of Cups, that you are important. And here we can see very clearly that because of this attitude, the blockages, because of the external circumstances that are making this whole thing difficult, and also their secretive nature and overthinking nature, probably you got fed up. You weren't happy with the whole situation, and you decided to set some boundaries, especially if there was probably a point where you felt like this person was kind of taking advantage of this narrative. And you decided to set boundaries. And this is where they started feeling like, they are risking to stay alone without you for good. And somehow they started changing their mind over this idea, that they realized that the way they were handling things wasn't really, the whole strategy was just going bad. And they want to come forward and clean kind of the whole narrative and clear the air very clearly, okay? So yes, I think your choice to step out of this and stop thinking, what is it really? What should I do? And realizing that there are so many things that you don't understand here, and this person is not because you don't understand, because of your inability to understand, but because they are very secretive. And this attitude of purging or of cutting down completely the noise from your life is what saves you, from all this mess, people here acting like friends but not friends, boundaries, fears, all of these things are not your problem. And of course, this is your protection, but also this is their realization that if they want to stay with the noise, with the complicated, they can do that. They have that every day. But what they are losing is you. And they cannot replace you. Okay. Now, is this extremely romantic? I think it's not so much. In their mind, probably is projected onto the Ten of Cups, like this is special, this is unique. I don't think this is just about unique energy. We all have these people, we know somebody at least, that they are facing, that their life is being dictated by other people. Families, parents, friends, partners. The other people are deciding how we are supposed to live our life, not specifically us. Okay, these people are always stuck into narratives, and there's never space for them in their own life. I think this is kind of describing your person's situation. And you are the only one that for some time has kind of said, okay, I don't care, I will overcome this noise and I will come to you and kind of stay close to you. But in the end, you also lost your patience. It happens. These people are always stuck because they don't know how to set boundaries. It's very simple. Now, so what about your advice? How do you handle all of this? This person is coming forward, but you know very well that they still have a lot of things to resolve. They have more awareness over this connection, but they are struggling with the entire narrative. So what do you do? Let's see. We have, let's start from these crystals, amplification, nature. Connect with nature, ground yourself, inspire yourself. This is very, very important, because this is, first of all, not about setting boundaries and keeping people outside, but also set some inner boundaries, more like grounded energy. Why? Because this connection feels very karmic, but somehow you don't owe your peace to this person. Ground yourself into the innocence of the maiden. The maiden is the key card for your path, because the maiden remains innocent, pure, clean. She's not messing up here with the trash, with the noise. This is very important, because from what we see, we have too many snakes here. We have too many Eight of Swords, a Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is no fun place to be. With your detachment, you are preserving your innocence, your clarity. Okay, this is very important. This is why when you're setting boundaries, when we say set boundaries, you might think about it as something negative, like limitations. No, a very positive limitation is to refuse to enter in a situation, whatever that is, working environment, whatever that is, doesn't have to be a relationship, that is messed up and dramatic. You're not absorbing the noise of others. You're choosing your light, your innocence, and your clarity. And this is what makes you irreplaceable. Okay, this is your key. Then we have ritual, magic, and forgiveness. Forgiveness is a great piece, a great tool of finding peace. Do not underestimate forgiveness. Why? Because you forgive, you don't have to forget, but honestly, you have better things to do than remembering what they have done and what they haven't done. So you release the pressure of the justice. The justice is a good vibe, what is right, what is wrong. But sometimes it's better to have peace and to be calm. So you're releasing this idea of, I need to get it right. I was right. I was, wronged. Okay, this connection can still shift. But you need to release the tension around how this thing is supposed to look. You already have your boundaries. You already know that you don't mess with trash, that you don't absorb other people's noise, that you refuse to be in drama situations. You're good to go. You don't need anything more. Revenge. Revenge is for people who have free time. You shouldn't. You should be doing fun things instead of thinking and being resentful. Let this thing, let people who have free time deal with these things. So forgive them quickly, move on, do your daily things, your schedule, your tasks, okay. Keep whatever you have learned as a form of lesson and move on. Honestly, guys, who cares? This is what is attracting this person. This is what inspires this person to get out of that vibe. And of course, you need to trust. Trust the process. This is also very important because it's obvious. This card is like, it's telling you, you're being protected. This emotional pause and this high priestess and all of this wasn't punishment. It was a divine delay, because the more delay we have here, the more you return to your self-worth, to your joy, to your stability. And abundance somehow and happiness is coming through these things, through forgiveness, through trusting that I am on the right journey, that if I have to change something, I will understand it in the process because it will be very clear to me. So your energy is really on the right path here. And this is what makes you so irresistible to this person and so irreplaceable. So this person is not moving on. You're being idealized, clearly. They are afraid. We have seen their issues and their problems, but you're going to hear from them very soon, and they are going to take this thing forward. So let them come forward, because remember, no revenge, no resentment. Let them speak, but then you will decide if their actions, number one, are matching these feelings, and secondly, if their actions are matching your standards. Okay, if they are calm, peaceful energy, if what you're experiencing is positivity, these are very important things. Okay, this is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye. If you have chosen the crystals and herbs card and the green aventurine, this will be your reading. So let's see, what are their intentions towards you, towards this connection? What do they want? 7 of coins reversed. The lovers reversed. 2 of coins. The hermit. 3 of swords reversed. Not bad. Okay, we will see. Let's see directly their actions. So what is their next move? Is there a next move? Wow, 7 of coins reversed. At least they are honest. 7 of swords. 8 of wands. Interesting. Death card. The world reversed. Nice. So let's see clarifiers, messages. Sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. Irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. Runner. I don't want to run anymore. Unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. Oops. Okay, let's keep this thing because it fell. It's the missed opportunity card. I didn't act when I should have. Coffee cup. Meeting, talking. Death. The relationship is over. No second chances. Phoenix. Rekindle, renew, changed mind. Nice, very stable. Yes, spiraling up, rising tide, coming out of your shell. No, deception in the dark, truths hidden. Nice. Let's see some messages. I'm having a hard time with this. Well, yeah, they do. I really miss you. I'm coming to be with you soon. I'm on a spiritual journey with you, so they see spiritual value to your connection. I want to speak to you. Get ready for me, please. I mean, so for some reason, you're supposed to. They are getting ready for this. They are the scared one. I want you to have our children, our future legacy. You would make a wonderful partner. And I wish you would open up more. It's safe, trust me. Yeah, okay, we have seen this card like 1,000 times. So I need Lenormand. Tower. Let's move it here. Oh, what a nice contrast. Dog. Mountain. Scythe. This is your advice. Moon magic phases. Yes, this person has gone through 2,000 cycles with this. Maiden. Witch hunts. What's this? Persecution. And then we also want 3 of these. Release, let go of what no longer serves you. We're leaving that aside until we reach the advice stage. Harmony, create harmony in your relationships and surroundings. Action, take steps that lead you closer to your dreams. Very good. Yeah, let's remove these 2 for a moment. There, nice. You have chosen the crystals and herbs card. A dash of healing straight from mother's home. So probably we are talking about a rebirth here. We have also seen cards that are describing a very specific, very intense type of transformation. So I think this connection, their mindset is going through a transformation, which is not superficial. We have deep layers and a lot of shifting. So let's see, what are their intentions? I think this person is kind of mentally torn here. We have these lovers reversed. And this is showing a deep conflict. They are not sure, I think, whether this is something that is meant to be a real relationship, so they have to invest, they have to work on this, or if it's something that maybe they could let go. So they are thinking, they are still choosing between paths, I feel. The 2 of Coins is describing this emotional juggling. They are trying, you know what, it's like they have to do an investment. And they have to think, should I continue with this investment? Is this something that gives me something in return, or should I just let go? Now, so you can see very clearly that they are trying to embrace all of this from a very practical perspective. But, you know, there is inner fear, there is also a bit of denial in all of this, because it's a very practical approach in a situation that is affecting them emotionally. The Hermit confirms that they are processing this on their own. It's a deep and spiritual process, and they feel this ending, this separation, this distance that they have between you and them, and somehow they are trying to recover emotionally. This is why they're going into the hermit mode. They are also starting to realize that this thing isn't really over. The Three of Swords reversed shows that yes, healing has begun, but it's not a card of disconnection. It's not a card that says, okay, now I'm realizing that yes, the best course of action for me and the most practical is to let go. So this is what I'm going to do. It doesn't really work like this. So in their intentions, we see very clearly that they have no intention of giving up the connection. Even though they're analyzing everything on a really practical level, this is a deeply emotional choice that they are making. But the Lovers reversed is there, so it's very clear that they are not ready to fix it. They are working on this, but they don't yet know how they will fix it eventually. So you see some messages around this dynamic. I'm having a hard time with this. I really miss you. I'm coming to be with you soon. This is the first type of message where it says, you know what, I can't give up. I can't let go. And trust me, I wish you would open up more to me. It's safe. So let's see their actions. With the Seven of Coins reversed, this is like a choice. I wanted to avoid the Seven of Coins. I wanted to avoid the investment, the effort, but you know, that's it. It's not over, and I can't avoid it. And of course, even the World reversed and the Seven of Swords are showing that this is not over. I tried to push this thing away. It doesn't work. The Eight of Wands shows very clearly that action is coming, and relatively fast. This is probably a message or something digital. You know, there is contact, sudden movement, or a burst of communication. Now, super important, the Seven of Swords with death. The Seven of Swords is about avoidance, is about please leave me alone, stay away. With the Death card, we understand that this stage of avoidance is over. They will admit something, they will say something in this communication. And this is not a simple breaking of silence or opening up about something emotional that maybe they were not doing that in the past. This is about very clear communication where you understand, and they are showing this with intention, that they don't want to let go of this connection, that they want to work on this connection. This is good, okay, but this is the initial part, because then, are they coming forward with a plan? Not yet. Okay, but for sure this is improvement. There is this super shifting from distance, from avoidance, from even from lack of communication for some of you, and we start rebuilding trust. As I've told you, they're not ready to, so don't expect them to, I don't know, to reach out to you with a, I don't know, with a proposal, a marriage proposal, like, no, but the walls are cracking, there is no doubt about this. The avoidance is gone. Now, I think the Six of Wands is very immediate. We cannot, the Eight of Wands, sorry, we cannot just ignore it. So I wouldn't give more than a week and a half to this, simply because we have all these hermits and everything. Yeah, but then we have a lot of, sort of death energy, and maybe this is about the full emotional clarity that will come forward potentially by early Scorpio season. So maybe you will communicate, but then eventually, there will be back and forth, there will be a negotiation, and finally we will reach something super clear around late October. Now, why is this? Because probably this person is reaching out when they're not really ready to do everything and they have everything settled. but they want to start working on this. They want to start investing somehow and see how this thing is going. So this is why you're going to hear from them very soon. Now, it's good. There is a build-up in all of this, which is not bad. We have messages. These messages, I'm on a spiritual journey with you. I want to speak to you. Get ready for me, please. Okay, 8 of Wands. All of this is showing that despite the fear and the avoidance, somehow there is this deep emotional vision with you. There is legacy, healing, truth, emotional growth. The Phoenix energy is real here. So something that maybe for you, you're like, okay, it's over, it's done. We're not going to, it's because we have death. We have many cards that are showing like somebody here is considering everything like it's over. And I think this is you, because they tried, I get it, but right now they are in this mindset where I know that this isn't over and I have to do something about that. So for sure in the past, you didn't end up here considering this thing as something that is over just like that. In the past, this person hasn't tried. We see them wearing that 7 of Swords and all the 7 of Coins reversed. And this energy that shows that they were not collaborating. They were just, and this unappreciated, I mean, give me a break here. I think this is how you felt. You felt like they didn't care. You walked away or you detached, and then all of a sudden they started feeling like, you didn't care. And they are also telling you, I don't want to run anymore because I'm always sabotaging everything. And okay, I can sabotage mediocre things, that's fine. But you are irreplaceable, and it's a great opportunity that I'm missing. You can see very clearly here the coffee cup. So we will need to talk things through, and this is probably going to be a conversation that is going to last, I don't know, like how long do you need to drink a cup of coffee? It depends. So it's going to be a serious thing, okay? It's not about joy and fun. This is like, let's sit down with a cup of coffee and talk about it. Yeah. So they are very serious over these things. Now, coming out of your shell, truth's hidden. So the truth will be revealed. There are many things that you don't know here, and of course, if you are detaching, you are doing the right thing, because somehow you have to save your energy with all of that. Good choice, and of course, let them come to you, let them speak, let them somehow, let them speak. Now, what you need to understand is that this connection, of course, is not over. Of course, they will reach out, and it's very beautiful, and they want children, and so they have plans in their mind, the long-term plans. But they haven't really figured out the short-term handling of this connection. I can see myself for sure in a certain way 3 or 5 years from now, but this is pure visualization, projection, fantasy. Do I know what I have to do to get there in the next months? So what are the steps that I'm supposed to do in order to get where I want 3-4 years from now? They are not ready yet for that. This is why they want to talk to you to understand where you stand with all of this. They are processing everything. They are processing all their difficult feelings, avoidance, guilt, pain, loneliness, because the avoidant person is not like they are thriving in their misery. Okay, of course they are experiencing pain and everything. It's a pattern here. But they will need time, and they will need also clarity from you to determine how they're going to handle this. And we have the Tower. We have the dog, we have the loyalty. This is somebody who, of course, is coming out of this isolation, and they are coming forward with loyalty and friendly energy. And of course, I love seeing here this scythe together with the mountain, because we're cutting through the difficulties and the confusion. So there is deep hope around this situation. You know, it's not bad, but remember that you have to stay kind of detached. Don't jump into the situation like, oh my God, yeah, now that you have saved yourself from, you know, this avoidant attitude, and so you're 10% healed. I can throw myself into this connection and prove to you that I can be chosen. Oh my God, no, don't do that. So yeah, it has potential, but you are also, it's important for you to keep certain boundaries. Now, let's see what we have over here. We have this moon magic, and the moon magic is very important because it's talking about stages, phases, and everything. It's asking you not only to take into consideration the various emotional stages that this person has gone through, but also, what about you? Where are you now when it comes to this connection? How do you see this connection at this moment, and what are really your intentions? So at this point, you will see very clearly that maybe you will have to release things that are no longer serving you. Okay. Let go of this idea. I'm trying to control how this connection will be manifested. If they come back, they will come back, they need to come back with clarity, at least of what they want from you. If they don't have that, it's not important how they're going to treat you within the next couple of weeks. So it's more important to have long-term vision and to be honest enough and loyal and willing to work your confusion, your short-term confusion, rather than being kind and sweet for 2 weeks and then I lost the vision. So don't focus so much on how they're going to do this. Encourage them to do it, and then let go. Let them see that you are not trying to work on the connection. And if somebody has to do the work, this is them. Actions. Take steps that will lead you closer to your dreams. And of course, this is not the idea of, oh my God, let me fix it, let me show you, let me guide you, let me do the work for you. No, they have been avoiding you. They have been detaching from you. They have been running away from the connection. If they want to come back, they have to do the work. Okay, your actions have to be related to your life. You say, this figure, a woman, anyways, this figure is not running, carrying a dead weight with her. She's running. She's going for her goals, for her things. Witch hunts, persecution. The idea here is that you need to avoid a judgmental approach. Why? Because this will allow you not to accept judgment. If this person tells you, yes, but you're not trying, yes, but you're not answering, yes, but you're not telling me, you will say, listen, I'm not trying to control you. I'm not trying to control this narrative. I'm checking and I'm seeing what you're doing to see if our paths are aligned. You cannot force me to do anything. So already this apparently very calm answer says very clearly that, buddy, if you don't deliver, I'm gone. So simple. Unapologetically, nobody can tell you what to do, can judge you, or can tell you how you're supposed to be to satisfy an avoidant. Okay, that is not even healed. They have healed that much. Do they have feelings? Nobody says they don't have feelings. Nobody says that this thing doesn't have potential, but they have to resolve the equation on their own. Okay. Maiden, innocence. Maintain your balance. Keep your distance. Do your things, focus on your hobbies, and see what they have to offer. If what they offer is crap, you move on. So simple. Okay. Create harmony in your relationships and surroundings. And that's the only way that you're going to have the desired harmony. Guys, harmony is a very essential thing, but we are trying to approach these things from a very wrong perspective. We think that we have to talk and we have to sit down and we have to drink 3 liters of coffee and talk, 6 hours. It's very simple. Your time is limited. Life is very demanding and schedules are, you don't have 6 hours for an avoidant, period. Okay, if they want to sit down, talk to you about legacy and things, they have to deliver first. They have to regain your trust. If you go with that, you're good. You're saved from nonsense. This person is honest. They have to heal, and you're not going to be their emotional support while they're healing. Okay, if they want to rise, like a phoenix here from their ashes, they have to do it on their own. This is what I see. It's a good connection, but you have to handle this like a pro. Not for the sake of the connection, but for the sake of your own peace of mind and balance. Okay, in this case, you are undeniably the prize. This is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, of course, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so, so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.